how can you get your dream car?
So your car will come with 2 key cards. These are your backup keys in case you get locked out of your phone or if your phone dies, but your phone is really your main key. You can start the car, turn on the AC, even turn on the radio, and turn off the car from your phone.
Okay, that's a nice feature. Thank you.
Yes.
Definitely something to consider. Stay tuned. How do I buy a car? Well, that's easy. You can either pay cash, you can lease, or you can finance. As a loan officer, I'm going to tell you how to finance. The first thing you want to do is you want to go to your local credit union that you're a member of, and you want to fill out what's called a consumer loan application. Within the consumer loan application, it's asking for basic information such as your date of birth, your social security number, your address, in addition to who your current employer is. And then on the back, you'll fill out a list of any debt obligations that you may have. And if you don't have any, you'll just simply say 0. I'm going to look at your income. I want to be able to understand the new vehicle that you're interested in purchasing you can afford. I'm going to calculate what's called your DTI. That acronym stands for debt to income ratio. I want to ensure that your total debt obligations, including the new vehicle, does not exceed a certain percentage. I am going to run a credit report. We use Experian, TransUnion. I've even seen some credit unions use Equifax. And what we're looking for is the FICO score. Credit unions typically do what's called risk-based lending. We assign a paper grade based on the range of your credit score. Higher credit scores get an A paper grade, which means you will get a lower interest rate. And lower credit scores get the lower paper grade, such as a C or D paper, where you will have a higher interest rate. And then last but not least, I am going to ask for the collateral information. Sure that you ask for from the dealership is what's called a purchase agreement. Within the purchase agreement, it gives me the details of the vehicle that you're interested in purchasing. The make, the model, the year, as well as the VIN number. If you are purchasing new, I'm not necessarily too concerned with the what's called LTV. That acronym stands for loan to value. However, if you're purchasing a used vehicle, I am going to run what's called a Kelley Blue Book value or NADA. I want to ensure that the purchase price of the vehicle is in line with the value that it reflects on the Kelley Blue Book or NADA. So let's take it a step further. The Tesla that you saw. This is the performance model.
And there's 2 different specs of the Model Y, so it's either long range or performance. Long range is just going to mean there's more mileage per charge. Performance is going to be all of the upgrades already included, and plus some speed, but you're going to lose a little bit of range.
Was $50,000. Let's say you're going to put down half of that, which is $25,000, and finance the remaining $25,000. And your income is $12,500 a month. You have a FICO score of 775. Congratulations, good job. You're considered A paper. And your debt to income ratio is 12% because the only debt that you have is a mortgage. In this particular situation, based on your FICO score and your debt to income ratio, we are going to give you what's called an A paper grade rate. And in this particular example, it's 2.24% for 36 months. The payment is $719. You may say, wow, that's a pretty big payment. But you don't have to pay that over the next 36 months. You do have the option to pay it off early. So when you have that Christmas bonus or that performance bonus for doing an outstanding job, you can go ahead and pay off the remaining of the balance that you finance on the vehicle. Thanks for tuning in. More finance videos to come. Have a good week.
Everything is controlled from the navigation system, so it's like having an iPad or an iPhone at your fingertips.
Okay.
It's a little much to look at the very first time. So
Oh.
this is what your main screen looks like. It's
Okay.
your navigation, like your Google Maps, and then the left side is going to show your car in real time. So
Okay.
once you're in drive, it'll actually show cars passing you, traffic cones, your speed, and everything.
Okay.
Give you room for a spare tire if need be. This second flap in the back also lifts up and gives you room for your charging cables. And then these little pockets on the side are pretty deep, so you can actually fit, like your adapters in there, more chargers if you would like. And then these back seats, the back row just lays down with these buttons right here. So those lay all the way flat.
Definitely something to consider.